Hello everybody and welcome back to Fresh Trends. So on today's topic, we're talking about teacher Lulu Menziwa and Lerato Kganyago. So teacher Lulu took to her Instagram page and she posted this and she said, imagine at Lerato Kganyago saying she won't bring a child to a school where I teach. Last time I checked, Sisi doesn't have one and she's struggling to have one. Sis, bye. Funa isangoma sekuncede uthole abantwana before kuphele lo mshado wako. So now when I saw this trending, I was wondering what really went down. So when I checked, it looks like Lerato did say something a day before yesterday on Metro FM, and this person said when Buzzy B was asking what really happened, and this person said, hi admin, I'm mad at what she said about Lerato. I have a child, it was hard to conceive due to complications, but eventually got blessed with a child. As I was listening to Metro yesterday, Mel, Proverb and Lerato were discussing about how you should be presentable in other careers. Nowhere did they mention her name, bums or anything else. The last time when I checked, Lulu Menziwa said she doesn't care about what people say about a dress code as long as where she is teaching or where she's working, they are happy with their work. So I don't understand why would she go that far to insult somebody's womb. And Lerato Kganyago also responded on Buzzy B when Buzzy B posted this on her page because she wanted somebody to explain exactly what happened. And Lerato responded on the comment section and she said, laugh out loud, someone needs to play her the audio and maybe she would listen attentively to what I said. And if any names were mentioned by myself or my colleagues, and in fact what my closing remarks was, and just maybe she will come back and apologize. Oh, and there was 3 people on the show, 3. She came for me, but when people have been dying to attack you, they will run with anything they hear. Didn't know this beautiful lady till today. I wish her all the best. This really hurts. I don't want to lie, this really hurts. But she also went on to say this on her Instagram stories. Here's what she had to say.
This actually reminds me of, it's almost like deja vu. It reminds me of many years ago when I was doing a show with Mo Flavor. And after the show, I went on Twitter and I saw there was a lady who was like coming for me, cursing me, saying, well, she was a popular lady then. I think she's kept a low profile since then. And I'm trying to follow this thing like, okay, what are you talking about? She says, yeah, you said this about me on radio. And I'm like, what? Then the listeners were like, no, she's not the one who said this and that and that. So it seems like Mo Flavor knew who this lady was. And then called her and she said, no, but she's not the one that said it. And then later on she came back and apologized. But the damage is done already. Here's my thing, you come back and you say, oh, but somebody told me this and the damage is done. We can't go back to it. Now, many years later, me and this lady are very awkward, and it's sad because we've got mutual friends, so we know the same people, right? Now, it's awkward because as much as she apologized, there are certain things that I said in that moment that obviously you feel horrible. You've been waiting in the wings to actually say these things. It's just be careful with regards to who you lend your ear to and what you hear. Verify things, because you might find yourself in a really embarrassing or awkward moment because you heard she said without actually going to the actual source. So, yeah. And a big thank you to those that were listening to the show. I see your comments. I'm just as confused. But thank you. Thank you to those that listened. Yesterday it was, yes. Listened to the show. Not listened via other people. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Whatever the backstory is, this is very low. You do not come for a woman's womb. You do not know what they are going through. You do not know how it feels for a woman not to be able to conceive. You do not come for a woman like this. Very low and disgusting for someone who is an educator and people trust her to teach their daughters to be better women. Also, so many people have been saying they would never allow their kids to be taught by this lady, but because it's someone famous saying it, she has to come for her cloud chasing match. And I've seen a lot of times when people attack her, if it's just an ordinary person, she doesn't really respond. If you are famous, that's when she responds to that person. I bet the next time when she goes live, she's gonna have so many numbers because a lot of people, they follow Lerato, so now they're gonna start going to her page because they want to see what she's going to say. But another person said something very interesting. They said, this is so mean, but Lulu doesn't know if she can have kids yet. Life has a way of making you swallow your own words, and it is so true. But anyway, let's just say Lerato did say what she's saying she said, right? Other people still are supporting Lerato to say public school teachers do as they like. She knows exactly what she is doing. I'm sure even the principal is not happy. And another one says, I have 3 kids and still would never take my kids where she teaches. She's out of line and needs to be disciplined. Also, is it someone's child who takes all those provocative and overly suggestive pictures? If my child was subjected to this, I would be worried. I really don't care whatever that Lerato said. Even if Lerato had mentioned Lulu's name on their show, I don't think coming for somebody for their warmth like this, it's really not fair, guys. Honestly, it is not fair, especially if you know that it's something that they've been struggling with. It's something that really hurts them, and then you come for them like that. It's very, very low. I really think she could have done better. But I like what Buzzy B also said. She also said, calling a woman barren, sickening. If you as a proud female teacher can publicly call another woman that, what are you teaching the kids? Lerato Kganyago decided to share her personal journey with us. Many women related. We understood how hard and sensitive the topic is. I hated when one uses infertility, difficult to conceive, as an attack tool on both men and women. I hated when you find people making fun of men's manhood and women struggling to bear their own babies. I have previously reprimanded those I know who have done such, and I told them that I stand against their actions. Lerato can still have a child even if it's not her biological child. There are also options these days on finding ways to have kids of your own, and not having children does not make you less of a woman or man. So Lulu was wrong and her actions can be justified, worse because Lerato didn't talk about her. I feel like Lulu really needs to apologize for doing this. I really think it was really low of her. If Lerato really didn't talk about her at all, she really needs to apologize, because if you didn't hear Lerato saying anything about this whole situation and you go with what people say to you or what they told you that Lerato was talking about you, if you didn't hear it and you come for somebody like this, it's very, very low. And it's actually sad to actually see that Lerato responds. One thing that I've realized, when Lerato responds to something, it has really touched her. But I also thought, like, you don't talk to another woman like this, especially if you do not have your own kids and you do not have even marriage. You're not married yet. And she also went to DJ Fresh's podcast and she also spoke about it. But here's what she had to say.
It's really tough. And I'm in the process of actually documenting the entire journey. So
I think you should. You have a story to tell,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people walking that journey, that story.
yeah, I remember the first time I spoke about my first miscarriage, and my family was a bit uncomfortable, and they were saying, "Are you sure you want to put
It's your laundry. Why is it out?
Yeah, well, it's your laundry. Why is it out there? Now we don't know what caused it, and if you are being bewitched, people feel whoever that bewitched you is feeling like they succeeded, or it's. But now times are changing, and my family's starting to understand that I'm very open about this conversation, because I get thousands of emails from women who have miscarried, who are struggling to fall pregnant, who are in marriages and don't know how to deal with it. Who are currently going through divorces because their husbands are just you can't give me what I want, because a lot of times you go in a marriage and a guy will say, listen, babe, we are in this together. Whether we have a child or not, it's okay.
And the weird thing is, it's always the woman's fault.
No, of course, yeah.
It's always the woman's fault that we're not falling pregnant. And I remember when we were trying to fall pregnant, we went for tests, and they found out that no, my soldiers are lazy.
Yes.
Apparently, my soldiers were sitting sipping on margarita, saying, "Where are we going, guys?
Yes.
we didn't know there's an egg."
But you see, men don't speak about that because it is somehow embarrassing, or it's not supposed to be happening.
must talk about
because
it.
we are the carriers. It's our responsibility, it's our failure, etc. It happens. It definitely. The stories I've heard, definitely. But
So for me, I'm not scared to talk about it,
Of course,
because I'm
yeah.
hoping other men will realize that it's not always her fault
Yeah.
that you guys are not falling pregnant. And until you've both done tests, it's both your faults.
yes,
And even if it's one of yours fault,
yeah,
if we can fix it and
Yes.
have a medical intervention, let's go that route.
Yeah.
But let's walk it together. You know, you can either have it build you as a couple,
Yeah.
or have it actually rip your marriage apart.
100%. I mean, the first time we both went for tests together, he doesn't want to talk about it though, which is so random because I keep asking, so why Gana? And then,
Yeah, man.
and he's like, don't ask for Yeah, no, he doesn't like talking about it. But I mean, we both did tests, and before we got our results, he said to me, you know, you mustn't think that if something goes wrong, it's you.
Yeah.
There's a huge possibility that it could be me also.
Absolutely.
So, I'm in this with you.
I really love the way she opens up about this whole thing of not having your own children, your own biological kids and stuff. I know that it's hard. It's something that when you talk about it or when you keep on talking about it, I think it's just a way of accepting to say that's how it is. But we just hope that Lerato is doing well. Now it really hits even harder to know that she didn't say what Lulu is accusing her of saying. And I doubt that she even listened to Metro FM. I think somebody else told her about this whole thing. But also the show had 3 people. Why attack one person? Why don't you attack everybody? But anyway, that's all that we have for now. Until the next time, please do not forget to comment, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Peace.